Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about Mage Phase 6 BiS list. If you enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button. Only 6% of my viewers are actually subscribed to my channel, and we are very close to 10,000 subscribers. So hit the subscribe button and let's get to 10,000. And also, a big thank you to Jinner for letting me use his spreadsheet in the video. I'll link his Discord in the description. Anyway, let's get right to it. I have my BiS list made with the priority list over here in a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet you'll find obviously in my Discord server in my links section. Now let me explain the priority list and how it works. So, red means it's a huge upgrade and it opens up your options to other Nax gear. Yellow means it's always decent to have. If you get any of the yellow items, you're always good. These are always great upgrades. And green means they are not that big of an upgrade. They are kind of good. And in other cases, they are only good if you have some of the red pieces. I'll explain more of that later. So anyway, let's start with the Helm, the Frostfire Circlet. So if you get this from Thaddeus in Naxxramas, the only thing you'll be gaining is 1% hit. You'll be gaining 1% hit if you have Mishun there. And this opens up your options. For example, if you get the Soul Harvester, you can use it now. If you get the Frostfire Sandals, you can use it now. Because they're not that big of an upgrade from the Rock Fury and Enigma boots. They're basically replacing the hit you have with crit. Gem of Trapped Innocence. You replace this with Amulet of Vecnilash. Now this is, you lose 12 spell power and you gain 1% crit. It might be a little bit better, but just like a fraction. Like it's not, like this is probably the last item I would get in Naxxramas. If you have the Amulet of Vecnilash, don't prioritize in the necklace at all. Shoulder is good. In the shoulder you gain 5 spell power and you gain 1% crit. And this is excluding the Naxxramas Safrion shoulder enchant that you're gonna get. If you get that, it's on top of that you'll get another 15 spell power and 1% crit. So Cloak of Necropolis. In the cloak, kind of like the necklace, you lose 4 spell power, you gain 1 crit. So it is kind of better, but not that big of an upgrade compared to the yellows you'll see in this list, or the reds. Chest Frostfire Robes. Frostfire Robes, huge increase, a big upgrade. You gain 8 spell power and you gain 1% hit. Again, it opens up possibilities for ring upgrades, wrist upgrades, and feet upgrades. If you, let's say you're full phase 5 BiS and you get the wrist first and the feet first, you really can't use them unless you change your rings, but that's actually gonna bring down your stats rather than bring them up. So the red ones are really important. It's basically hit replacement. Once you get hit from your helm or your chest, you get the wrist and you replace your hit with your crit. Hands, you get the best in slot in Ankiraz, just like the belt. So these you never replace, not even in Nax. Same with Netarian Stare. You don't replace any of these 3 in Nax. So for the legs, we have Leggings of Plurality. This is a decent upgrade because you gain 2% crit and you gain spell power instead of firepower. You do lose a little bit of firepower compared to Festering Swarm, but the 2% crit more than makes up for that loss. So leggings is always a great upgrade. For the feet, we have Frostfire sandals. This is just a hit replacement gear. If you're over hit capped, you take this and you replace that 1% hit with 1% crit. That's all. There's no other change with this feet item. The rings are both amazing upgrades. You should always have these, like Frostfire Ring and Ring of Eternal Flame. These are always going to be your best in slot. You can have other options open here, like if you get Ring of Chaos, you can use it over Ring of Eternal Flame. But since we're going to be using fire damage in almost all of Nax, these two are still both best in slot. For the trinket, we have, as usual, Netarian Steer. You don't remove this ever. Now for the other trinket, we have the Restrained Essence of Safrion. Now, this is very debatable. I would probably not use this over Mind Quickening Gem for boss fights. I think Mind Quickening Gem is still better for boss fights. But for trash fights, this is far superior. This is like best in slot for, I mean, even in some boss fights you can still use it, but this is 100% best in slot for trash fights. You get 4 spell damage all the time, and you get basically a mini TOEP along with the base spell power. So I would definitely get my hands on this if possible. And for the main hand, we have Wraith Blade. Now this is just this is probably the best item you can get from all of these. You get 23 spell power and 1% hit, and this is the best in slot item weapon you'll ever have in Naxxramas as a caster. Now you are thinking about Atiash. Atiash is not best in slot. I have another video for that if you wanna watch it. But Atiash is not best in slot because Atiash gives you a 2% crit buff, and that crit buff will not stack with other Atiashes in the group. But Wraith Blade is best in slot, and if you have an Atiash mage in the caster group, that full caster group will get a 2% crit buff from that Atiash. Just watch my Atiash video, I explain everything there. And for the offhand, we have Safrion's Left Eye. Now, if you have the Royal Scepter of Veclor, I wouldn't really try to get my hands on this because this is only a 6 spell power upgrade. Like, 6 spell power. I would focus on something else. Like, I would focus on the red ones first. Yellow ones maybe, if there are too many soft dresses on the red ones. But definitely get offhand last if you have Royal Scepter, and get neck last if you have Amulet. Doomfinger is a 1% crit upgrade and you lose 3 spell power. It's basically, this upgrade is not, it's still not a big upgrade, but it's still better than the back upgrade, and it's still better than the neck upgrade. So if you are debating if you want to get the neck or the back, I would suggest you just get the wand. Because in all of these you lose spell power and you gain crit, but in wand you gain the most crit after losing the least spell power. Now that's pretty much it. That's all I have. Now if you're wondering about the Bracers of Undying, the Undying Cleansing set, how much this 2% upgrade is going to affect your DPS, I'm not completely sure, but I would still try to get this if I can from the Scourge Invasion. Naxxramas is, I would say it's coming out in late January. I don't think they're gonna release it too late, because the sooner they can release Naxxramas, the sooner they can release TBC, and that's where all their money is gonna come in. So, looking forward to Naxxramas. So that's the end of the video. I know I have been gone for a couple of weeks. I have been just playing other games. I've been playing TFT and Phasmophobia, other games like that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, do hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Like I said, almost 10,000 subscribers. Let's get 10,000 subscribers. Come on, I know we can do it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.